third graders, you have your first virtual lesson with me. Our first one is our math lesson, and it is lesson 8. So it's pages 135, 136, and then we skip a few pages, and you have your quick quiz on page 143 and 144. I'm going to briefly talk about the 2 pages for lesson 8, and then go over your quick quiz. So on your first page, on page 135, it looks like this, and you need to complete the multiplication table. So it has a blank chart for you, and you need to fill in all the inside parts. I would like you to do it without the help of your multiplication chart. Do as many facts as you can without that multiplication chart, and then the ones that you don't know, then use your multiplication chart. That's what I'd like you to do. I know some of you guys won't, but that's what I'd like you to do. So remember, it's going to be easy. So you're just going to do your 1 times your 1 and put the answer in this box. We should know that's 1. So then you have 1 times 2, your answer is 2. 1 times 3, the answer is 3. So you'll find some patterns as you fill this out, because then number 2 then says write the multiplications you need to practice. So any of those ones that you had to use your multiplication chart for, you're going to write them on those lines. Okay, so that is page 135. 136, you have 4 different scrambled multiplication tables, and you need to attempt to fill all of them out. So, for example, the first one on A, you have something times something equals 6. So we have some options. We could do 1 times 6 equals 6, 2 times 3 equals 6, but that is about it. So my next hint would be to look at the numbers that go down on the sides here. So they're all of our digits that are in the ones, basically, except for our 10 that we have right there. So thinking about that, most likely it's going to be itself times 1, because that's going to give us all those same numbers. So we are going to have a 1 in this top column right there, right above the 6. That's going to be a 1. So then you know that this number is going to be a 6. So 1 times 6 equals your 6. So then you know that this is going to be 6 times something equals 30. So you got to think to yourself, 6 times what equals 30, and that's going to go in this number here. Okay? So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. This first one, A, has all of the numbers on the inside filled out for you, and you just have to do the outsides. And then as they go to B, C, and D, they get harder and harder, and there's missing numbers on the insides of all of them. You don't have to get this page done if you can't, because I know it's going to be a challenge, okay? Just try the best you can and get as many of them done as you can, okay? And then page 143, you have your quick quiz number 1. So on page 143, we've got 5 questions like we always do. It tells you to write an equation and solve the problem. So the area of the rectangle shown is 42 square inches. What is the value of n? All right, so we know that inside that area is 42. We know one side length is 6. We need to find what n is. Remember, when we have our area, the inside, that's our big number. So what do we do with our big number? Write me your equation and give me what n equals. Okay? Number 2, there are 81 bottles of apple juice to be equally shared among 9 people. How many bottles will each of those 9 people receive? Write me that equation and give me the answer. Remember to include labels. Number 3 and 4, you just need to solve. So 7 times box equals 56. Tell me what that box equals. And number 4, 9 times 9 equals box. Again, tell me what that box equals. And then number 5, Jaywan arranges his stamps in 6 equal rows. If he has 48 stamps, how many stamps will be in each row? Number 5 doesn't say to write an equation, but if you want to write me an equation, write one. You just need to solve it and make sure you include that equation. And then the back page, page 144, you have 5 problems, and you need to write an equation and solve the problem for all 5 of them, okay? So, number 1, there are 7 rows of mango trees in an orchard. How many mango trees are there in all? Write me that equation, give me the answer with the label. Number 2, a carrot seed needs about 8 weeks to become a carrot. How many days is that? So remember, we have that hidden information. Think about how many days are in a week. That's going to give you your other number. Number 3, it takes a little more than 63 days for pea seeds to become peas that you can eat. How many weeks are 63 days? Again, our hidden information, think about how many days are in a week, and that's going to give you that other number. Number 4, during harvest season, each 24-hour day is split into 3 equal shifts. How long is each shift? And number 5, Hal packs 6 boxes of oranges. Each box weighs 6 pounds. How much do the boxes weigh in all? So make sure you give me equations for all 5 of those and then an answer with a label. And that is your lesson for today. So the hardest part, I think, will be page 136 with those scrambled up multiplication tables. Remember, do as much as you can on them. Try your best. You do not have to finish that page because I know it's going to be a challenge. If there are any questions at all, please send me a Class Dojo message or an email.